Well, Princess is not the only cruise line to do the solar eclipse. We got news out of Jamaica, and people are going missing. All of this next. Well, good morning there, folks. This is Uncle Randy once more, coming to you with some cruise news that you can use. So Jamaica has said that they are reopened for business, which is outstanding. Hurricane Beryl went through there on July the 3rd, and what is today, July 7th? Yeah, I guess. But I haven't heard any news out of Jamaica as far as damage, which is great news. Actually, they were saying we were going to get a week of rain. This morning is bright and sunny like any other day, so hopefully no rain today. Usually we get about a week. When the hurricanes come up through Texas, we usually get it for about a week. I haven't heard any damage out of Houston or Galveston. As far as I know, Galveston cruises are still on. The hurricane did alter like 9 cruise ships, which is like all the cruise ships out of Galveston. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I mean, we do have a lot of cruise ships out of Galveston, but not all of them cruise ships are out of Galveston. I'm sure some of them are from Florida, New Orleans. I'm sure some of the Texas, well, I know some of the Texas ones because I think the Jubilee was altered. I haven't actually looked up the list of the alterations because that's old news. But I mean, I say that because Galveston's like a huge port now. I mean, we have a lot of cruise ships in Galveston. We got Carnival, Royal Caribbean. Look at me doing a plug for Galveston. We got NCL part-time, Princess part-time, Disney part-time. MSC is starting in next year with their brand new 2-ship terminal, which I can't wait for. But I'm going to have to wait, obviously. But yeah, we got, Carnival's got like 5 ships now. Royal Caribbean has like 4, I believe. I'm not sure if they're year-round or if they're seasonal ships. NCL has 4 ships that they're going to sell over 2 years. I know they've got all 3 of their, forgot what they call that class, but the Viva, the Aqua, and let's see, Viva, Aqua. The other one's slipping my mind right now. But MSC is going to have 2 ships, not to start with. They're going to start off with Seashore, I think. Disney only has 1 ship. Princess only has 1 ship. They keep bringing the Regal back. So, Princess, if you're listening to this video, switch the Regal out. Bring the Ruby back. I love the Ruby. You've heard me say that time and time again if you watch my videos. Speaking of watching my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe too. I'm up to, I think, like 54. I think that's correct. I think I'm up to 54, so I'm growing. And that makes me happy. It really does. But anywho, Jamaica is open, which is great news. All the cruise ports, Montego Bay, Falmouth, Ocho Rios, they are all open, which is great news. They didn't get hit. I was afraid. I remember the hurricane, and if any of y'all are old enough and been cruising long enough, because I know if you don't cruise, you don't follow what's going on anywhere, most likely. I'm not saying you don't care, but if I wasn't into cruising, I would not care what happens out in the Caribbean, honestly. But that's just me. But I do remember the hurricane that hit Grand Cayman and just tore it up. So I'm glad to know that Jamaica is still open, being that I'm going to be in Jamaica in 6 months on the Regal Princess. So if any of y'all want to join me on the Regal Princess on their January 19th cruise of 2025, call Jocelyn. She'll set you up. The information is going to be on the screen in the next slide. Folks, this next news is out of AIDA Cruise Lines. AIDA is a German brand. So we are going to be on the Solar Eclipse Cruise on Princess. Now when I booked that thing, I'm going to tell you straight up. When I booked that thing, 2 people, 14 days, I paid over $5,000. For an inside cabin, folks. That's the cheapest cabin. I knew it was going to be expensive. I was waiting for Princess to have their annual sale. Every June, Princess has a special sale through one of their consortiums, and they give out like boatloads of onboard credit. And I did a video about the onboard credit, but I was waiting for that sale because I wait for that sale every year before I book my Princess Cruises. There's always a time to book cruises. It's not willy-nilly. Cruising is planning. Lots of planning, organization, and knowing exactly when to book. And that's why you need to watch the video, 3 Things to Never Buy from the Cruise Line. And that is one amazing reason, awesome reason to use a travel agent, because travel agents know exactly when the cruise lines are going to come out with their best sales of the year. And not just any travel agent. You have to check around. I'm not saying that my wife knows when all the best deals are, because she doesn't work for all the consortiums. They all have different sales, different times of the year. You just have to find them. But I will say that my wife does have pretty good deals, okay? Especially in June, if you want to go on Princess. If you want to go on Princess, she knows exactly when to book, which is in the month of June. She can let you know exactly when, what week to actually book, because it's only 3 days they allow us to do it. But anywho, we got like boatloads of onboard credit, and that's what I was waiting on. I was hoping this cruise would not sell out. Well, it didn't sell out until the 3-day sale came around, which was the one I was waiting on. And then I booked mine, paid over $5,000 for this cruise. And then after the 3-day sale was over, I went and I checked again. Now that very same cruise is $9,000 for that very same cabin. So I feel like I got a good deal. And the outsides and the suites are gone. They're sold out. All they have left is inside and balconies. So if you want to book the Solar Eclipse Cruise, whether through AIDA or Princess, that's the only 2 I know so far that have announced they're going to have ships in position to see that solar eclipse. But if you want to, the information is on the screen, probably exactly where I just pointed. Oh, wouldn't that be amazing? That would be amazing. Be like, Randy's getting the hang of this. Anywho, if you want to go, the information on the screen, give Jocelyn a call. She'll be more than happy to help you out. But AIDA is going to have 5 ships sailing the solar eclipse. They're going to be going to Greenland, Iceland, and Spain if you want to jump on that one. Or you can jump on Princess. Right now, that's the only 2 cruise lines that I personally know of that have announced solar eclipse cruises. AIDA, the solar eclipse is going to be on August the 12th, 2026. So if you want to jot that on your calendar. You're not going to see it from here in the United States. Or I know this stuff's all around the world. And that's why my next cruise story is so important. I'm not saying that people all around the world are seeing my channel. I'll be glad when they do. I don't really know where y'all live. I just know how many subscribers I have and how good my videos are doing. And when my videos are doing this, it makes me happy. So keep doing this. I appreciate it. I thank you in advance. But AIDA has 5 cruise ships. The Sol, the Cosma, the Stella, the Bella, and the Luna. They're going to have 5 cruise ships in position for the solar eclipse. This next cruise story is important. It's a warning about safety more than anything. Okay. It's a warning to watch yourself, watch your children. I don't understand it. I honestly don't understand it because I've done some search. I know every time I have taken my son and my nephew on cruises, my nephew gets over excited and wants to run up and scan his medallion. And even if it's someplace he's already been before, he loves cruising, which I don't know a child that doesn't. But I'm just saying my nephew loves cruising, and he really gets excited, especially when it's time to get off the ship. Even if it's somewhere he's already been before, he still wants to scan that medallion and get off that ship. And they always stop him and ask him where his parents are. I mean, I understand he's only 6, they're going to stop him. But I don't know if they've ever stopped my son, because my son's kind of I don't know, maybe he's more of an introvert, kind of person. He stays to himself. He just likes, I don't know, he just stays inside, I guess. I don't know how you would say it. You just have to see how he acts. But he don't just run up and scan his medallion. He just kind of moseys his way up there and scans it, but only when me or his mom go up and scan it too, I guess. Just kind of I can picture it in my mind, but it's hard to explain to where y'all can understand unless y'all got children like mine. But anywho, we have a 14-year-old boy. Somehow he got off the ship by himself, and I don't understand. He's an American who got off of the Caribbean Princess in Germany, and he is now missing. He was last seen at 9 a.m. when he got off the ship. From the information I have gathered, he got off the ship without his parents. If I'm wrong, correct me. But from the information I have gathered from multiple news sources, he got off the ship without his parents, and I just don't see how that's possible. I don't see how that story could be true. Maybe it is. Maybe Princess would let him off. I don't know. But it is concerning. I wish I had more subscribers. I really do. I wish I had subscribers in Germany where they could see this and they could go look for him, help look for him, whatever. That's what we do here in the United States. I'm sure they do it everywhere. I'm sure Germany has on their cell phones the alert system like we have. I don't know. I have not been to Germany. Can't wait to get to Germany. But basically, that's what I'm saying, folks, is if you get off with your children, my son will be 15 years old on his next cruise, and he still will not venture alone. We keep tracking him like he's 4. Because we don't know where we're at. He don't know where we're at. Just please, I'm not telling you how to raise your kids. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just trying to say, please keep a hold of your children. Know where your children are, especially when you're in foreign countries, okay? We are visitors in foreign countries. We don't know those places. I mean, I do know that a lot of y'all travel to the same places like me and my wife have. My son has seen Cozumel so many times that I think he's the point where he just don't want to get off the ship anymore. That's just part of doing the Western Caribbean. Everybody knows that the cruises, they know that's just part of doing the Western Caribbean. There are some cruise ships that are now skipping Cozumel, which is awesome. I wish more of them would do it. But that being said, please watch your children. Okay, we have a 14-year-old who is now missing. They say he got off the ship by himself. I'm not sure. The news sources that I looked up several to make sure that this is correct. I just don't see how he could get off the ship by himself. I know they're gonna go through security footage like you would not believe. They probably already have. Princess is going to go through that security footage. And if he did get off by himself, and Princess, most cruise lines that I know of, you got to be 18 to leave by yourself. So if that is true, I'm sure they're going to have training, retraining. I'm sure some people are going to lose their contracts over this. But please, I know there's no Germans on my video. I wish there was. So I can say, please look for this child. Let authorities know if you see him. But please be careful. Please watch your children. Let's don't have no more news stories like this. So I just want to thank y'all, everybody who has subscribed. I want to thank everybody who watches. I know I'm just not like, you know, just some of these crazy people that you see on the internet, and I'm sorry, that's just not me. I just give you the news straight up. I give you the information straight up. Soon we're going to be doing actual cruise videos. We just got to wait for our cruises to start coming around, and they're going to start pumping out pretty regularly. So just hang in there, keep watching, keep sharing. If you ain't subscribed, please subscribe. I think I'm at 53, 54, something like that, and it makes me happy. It really does. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I love y'all. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.